I mean, it's shocking. I was beside myself when I read the script. I was like, they didn't even make money off of it, and it's generated like $77 million.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm still blushing. I've seen 3 episodes. Wow.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know what happens in the first 3 episodes. I know that I sort of start to come into play. My favorite part is until episode 7 for what I do. So you sort of have to like hang in there for a while to really get the full Erica experience. But it's amazing. The show's amazing, and the whole thing. I mean, I was blushing too. I have to say.
You arrive in episode 3. So can you just tell us about your character, like in the whole series? What are people to expect in it?
Well, I play the ex-wife of Rand Gautier. I play Erica Boyer. She's the ex-wife of Rand Gautier, and the guy who actually dressed up as a sheepdog and stole the sex tape out of Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee's safe house. Well, took the entire safe and then found out. Well, he was hoping to get some jewels, but found out that there was a sex tape, and the rest is sort of history.
When you're reading the script for this, is this because it's so recent? How mad this is! Like, it's just. I was watching, like, I was maybe 5 or 6 when this thing happened, but I still remember being in school, maybe 6 or 7, going. Everyone knew about it, even though the internet wasn't even around. Like, how mad was that?
I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Also, like we can't even fathom that world. I mean, it's like a different galaxy from the world we live in today, because there was no internet. The internet was still proliferating, and it wasn't nearly as accessible as it is now. So even the crime, even the burglary, there was so much. The vagueness creates such intrigue and mystery and excitement. And whereas like today there would be one, tweet that would make sense of everything that happened. But because then there was no way to know. It was just shrouded in mystery, which just amped up the whole thing further. And then, the insanity that people thought that I mean, myself included, that was like a self-release tape or something, or they were making money off of it. Or, it's shocking. I was beside myself when I read the script. I was like, they didn't even make money off of it, and it's generated like $77 million, and they've never seen any. I mean, it's such an intense crime, and such a micro of like the macro of how we treat, women and public figures and all sorts of shit. So.
I I was nearly like anxiety driven when like Tommy, like Sebastian Stan Tommy, just there's just so much about him that the first 2 episodes, I'm like, are celebrities like that? Like, calm down, like you're running around in a thong. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Please, can you confirm or deny? Is the world of celebrity still like that?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what that is. I'm just a wombat in the corner. I'm not involved. Just doing my thing. Sometimes I quilt. Sometimes I weave things.
In Ireland, we had this TV series called Normal People, and it caused a bit of a fuss because there was a lot of sex scenes and,
That's Catholic such a great show. I love that show.
Catholic Ireland went wild, let's just tell you that. But watching this today in work, watching this today,
you lost your mind. You lost your minds over Normal People.
I was just like, wow, this makes Normal People look like Barney. Which is very
makes
weird.
It look like the big purple dinosaur. That's what I said. I watched Pam and Tommy, and I said, you know what this does? Makes Normal People look like a dinosaur. Yes. That's funny.
I saw the internet went wild because everyone couldn't understand like how Lily James, the image of Pamela Anderson. Could you guys see that on the screen yourselves when you were on set or when you saw the photographs online?
I didn't work with Lily at all. We crossed paths in the hair and makeup trailer, but we didn't have any scenes together. And I saw the first time I was introduced to her was I was in the hair chair, and I saw a picture of what I thought was Pam Anderson, and I thought it was inspiration. I was like, oh, cool. And it was actually fucking Lily. It was her. It was a continuity photo from the day before. It was just a continuity picture that Barry had printed. And I was like, whoa, we are really in for it now. Like, what the hell? I mean, it's kind of magical. It's like some serious alchemy happened there between the work that she did internally and the artists that were working on her. Stunning.
I always ask people like who work in the business, do you go online or do you just say, right, it's over there, we finished it now, or do you like seeing what people think?
No. I don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I remember reading this thing that I think Jeff Bridges, he wrote this thing called The Dude. He's into Zen Buddhism anyway. It's like the dude in the motorcycle, the dude in the Zen master or something. But he talks about doing a project is like you're a snake and you shed a skin. And like once you shed your skin and the project's over, you like leave it to the side of the road and it's up to somebody else whether they make it into like a wallet or like a belt or coaster. I never look. I don't, but I'm also weird like that. I don't really do a lot of I don't look online a lot.
Yeah, I think it can be a nasty place, but I think, on the premise of all this as well, like it is a serious subject. As you said, someone nicked a tape. And if that was like, how lucky are we sort of now that in this day and age, that would have been shut down so much, or they would have got cash for it compared to, because there's so many things wrong with what had happened in all seriousness, and everything that's going on. In all seriousness, it was horrific.
It is horrific. And that Pamela Anderson has never really received her due. That actually, rather than, I came away from the series like this woman is a hero. The inner resources she drew upon in the face of having her privacy violated to that extent and wanting to be essentially, taking her out at the knees in terms of her ambition to be a serious actress. It just ended it. She was not able to keep going, but she still showed up to her life. She was still in public. She still held her head up and was doing interviews and was working and trying and knowing that no one knew the truth. And I was so humbled and moved by that. It's a really cool. She really, really, really was brave. She's very, very brave. And I really hope that this show sort of gets into that.
Give the nod to it, absolutely. Taylor, my time is up. Thank you so much. Sorry, I felt like I could need a glass of wine here and just have a chat with you. It's so normal.
I know, me too. If I'm like coffee, I'm into it. Yeah.